Now, you probably clicked on this video because you find Bedwars hard. Now, Bedwars is one of those games where it's very competitive and you just have to get better so you can kill more people and actually just be good at the game. Now, this video will work for all people, even if you play on Xbox or mobile or PC or any thing, this video should help you to get better. So let's get into it. Now, you definitely need game knowledge because if you don't have knowledge of the game, you're not going to perform well. You will be good at fighting, but you might not be able to have knowledge, and you need knowledge. Now, a few things to get into your head so you have knowledge is don't charge at people's bases or think you're a machine like Prime Technoblade, because if you think you're that, then you're probably not, especially since you're a beginner and you're charging to a bunch of players. You're definitely going to get crushed. So all you need to do is just stay as far away from all the big groups of teams and just try not to get involved at all unless you have the armor and tools. And that leads us to the next one, which is basically just get armor and don't try and start fights if you don't have armor. So don't attack if you don't have armor. The reason why you should definitely get this in your head is because you're not going to be able to kill a lot of people, especially if you're just too weak and you have no durability. And next is don't bridge to the center if you're not on 4 emeralds or 5 diamonds. If your gen isn't upgraded to at least those two, then I would advise you not to bridge, because if you do bridge, you are probably going to run into a situation where you are going to just get knocked down completely, or your base could just be destroyed, and then you're just going to have no armor pretty much. So you're going to be dead if you're just upgrading to nothing and you just still need 1 diamond. Now, you definitely need to know how to fight to even avoid certain situations. So you have to learn fighting. Now, a few tips I could give you for fighting is definitely to use totems, like the fire totem, for example. The reason why the fire totem is important is because it acts as another way of hitting the player. So if you are low, then you can set a fire totem to hurt the player a little bit. And hits do slow players down, so they will be slowed down by just a little bit, but not too much. Now, next one that you definitely should use is potions. And potions are very crucial because these also act as, sometimes with the poison potion, you can use it to injure your opponent and act as an extra hits to your opponent. And also, just fighting in general, you just need the right sensitivity for you. Because if you're too slow to move around, you're not going to land a hit, or you might not even do the next thing that I'm going to tell you, or even just quickly turn around to hit the opponent. And the next thing I'm going to tell you, which I told you I was going to do, is place blocks to delay the players. If you're low, then setting a block in front of the player will delay the player by a little bit. So you probably will have some time to at least get as far as possible from the player. Now, the next one is obviously just don't leave yourself exposed, because you're basically opening what I'm going to tell you soon. If you let yourself get into this situation, it's very dangerous and you could just be knocked completely off the map. And that is combos. Combos are probably the things you see YouTubers always perform so perfectly, and just hitting the opponents fast, quickly turning around and stuff like that. Just leaving you speechless. How are they just quickly moving and quickly dodging and everything? Now, there are a few tips to help you combo, and that is having the right sensitivity for you. I'm saying this again because if you don't have the right sensitivity, you probably won't land a combo. Now, most of the time, I would advise you to go fast, use a fast sensitivity so you can quickly turn. But for people who are less controlled, I would maybe go for a bit lower. Now, I'm less controlled and I'm on 80% of sensitivity, which is pretty high, but it's not as high. It could be higher now since I'm getting a little bit better at landing combos, but I think I need a little bit more time. So, a few things to actually perform a combo and make sure that you are hitting, but you're hitting with speed, is to not sprint all the time. Because if you sprint all the time, you're basically allowing yourself to get comboed because you are showing your bank to the opponent, and then the opponent can easily attack you and land a combo on you when you're trying to land a combo. So if I were you, I definitely advise you to not sprint straight to the opponent and go from walk, slow, walks. I mean, sprint slow, sprint slow. If you do sprint slow, then you'll be able to go fast and accurately hit the opponent, and it wouldn't actually be that hard to hit combos after you understand that method. Now, next is moving side to side, because if you're hitting straight, then yeah, you're opening yourself for a combo, and that's the problem because they'll actually be able to hit you for once, and when they hit you for once, then yeah, you are going to maybe open yourself for a combo. So just don't leave yourself exposed is definitely another one. And that's why you shouldn't stay still because you are leaving yourself exposed so people can go behind you and just hit some combos on you. Now, another way to hit a combo is to get behind the opponent, just like I was talking about before, about getting behind the opponent when the player is just leaving themselves exposed. Then you're able to start a combo on the player because at the back they can't turn around quick enough to just hit you straight away. Now, if it is a PC player, then maybe that could be possible to quickly turn and hit you. But most of the time, the combo will just be too open, especially in Hive Bedwars where most people aren't on mouse and keyboard. Then you could be in danger. They could be in danger in a fight. Now, next is using projectiles. You can use snowballs, but snowballs are no longer a thing. So you can use bows now, and that should be able to start a combo easier. The thing is that if the opponent is getting too close to you, then maybe starting a combo is a little less easier. Because when shooting a bow, it takes time for you to shoot the bow. So if you shoot the bow, it will take time for it to be able to not just dive straight on the floor, and you have to charge your bow up to hit the opponent and start the combo, which could affect you and could even get you in a combo. Next is also to use practice maps. Using practice maps will be able to feel like you're actually in a game, but with less pressure, and you can just go again. And you can also adjust the bot to your likings so that you can PvP against a bot that is your level with less pressure with losing or just getting beat by someone. Now the thing is that none of these actually matter, and there's only one thing that matters the most, and that is just playing more. The more you play, the better you'll get. Now, I didn't even know any of these tips I just told you. I just played the game and that got me good enough to at least get to level 32, which isn't that good, but it's definitely enough to teach people who are a little bit new to the game. Now, the reason why you should consider playing more is because it even solves mistakes that you're doing. If you find out you're too slow, then you'll be able to change your sensitivity. If you find out you're just not able to bridge, then you will eventually learn how to bridge. So, just playing more can also help you just learn more skills too. So, skills like maybe using two blocks to block the opponent and then hitting them down could be a way of learning a new skill. You could also watch videos of people PvPing and maybe just learn from those videos and see how you yourself could improve off those videos. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you can see on my channel, this is my first video published. I have made a few videos before, but I kind of just deleted them just because they weren't too good enough. So I'll see you soon.